Hi guys, so as you can probably already tell from the title of this video, I'm going to be showing you my boxed tea collection. And I've always been a tea lover, but my obsession with tea has totally blown up in the past year and a half, I would say. So I have a lot to talk about, and yeah, you can just hear some tips and some recommendations for some teas. So if you're interested in hearing about this, then just keep on watching. So as you can see, I'm a total tea collector. My preference is herbal, tisanes, decaffeinated teas, and some green. I don't drink a lot of caffeine because I feel that it exaggerates a lot of physical and mental symptoms of mine, and caffeine just isn't really good for you. So I don't drink anything besides green tea or some white teas. And green tea is pretty rare for me, but I do have some green teas to share with you. But I do love the flavors of black teas, so in which case I get decaffeinated black teas. So starting off with the decaf teas, I have a lovely, lovely black tea, and this is the Harney & Sons Vanilla Camaro. This is a decaf black Ceylon tea with vanilla flavoring, and it's a very, very bold and sweet taste. It's one of my favorites, and it comes in a really cute tin, which you can reuse. I actually reused another one of these for makeup brushes, two of them actually. So quite similar to the Vanilla Camaro, I have the Bigelow French Vanilla Decaf Black Tea. And the only difference with this is it actually has artificial flavoring, and it definitely tastes a little bit more like that than the Vanilla Camaro. The Vanilla Camaro tastes a little bit more natural, but I think that this is a great alternative to people who want to stop drinking coffee as much. A lot of people who drink coffee use like the French vanilla creamer. I wouldn't say that this is a bad tea. This is definitely a great tea with milk, a dessert tea, after dinner tea, a replacement for coffee. Trader Joe's Irish Breakfast Tea. This is just like a regular Irish breakfast tea, decaf black tea, and I like it because I end up reaching for it a lot. It goes with a lot of things. You can combine it with honey and lemon, or you can just go the total opposite way and do some milk of your choice. I usually do almond milk. I think that they have a English breakfast tea there, but I always get the Irish one because this is the one that's decaffeinated that I see there. So yeah, I really like this tea. It's pretty traditional and it's delicious. Goes with everything. Love it. Now, exiting the decaf black teas and entering the decaf green teas. This is the Kombucha Decaf Green Tea by Yogi. And Yogi is one of my favorite tea brands because they're certified organic, and I just love their flavors, and they have a lot of like ailment specific teas. So this one is supportive of your immune system. So it has spearmint in it, which is what gives it the digestive function labeling right here. Spearmint will help with your digestive function, and then the kombucha is for your immune system. If you've never tried kombucha, it's a very interesting taste, not for everybody. I am not a big fan of it. I'm personally not a big fan of this tea also, but it has lemongrass in it, which kind of helps the flavoring, and it kind of makes it a little bit more pleasant to drink. And I think this tea in general is easier to drink than straight up raw kombucha. If you've ever tried that in the bottle, I can't. I don't know why, but I can't. I know it's really good for you, and I think that a great alternative to that, if you can't really get that down, is to try this tea because it has kombucha. And yeah, it's easier to go down. It's a little bit sweeter and a little bit tamed. A little bit more tamed. Another decaffeinated green tea is my favorite tea at the moment, which is Celestial Seasonings Candy Cane Lane. And this is one of the holiday teas that they have out right now. They have like 4 or 5 out, I think. This is the only one that I am able to drink because I think one of them has caffeine. It's like a black tea, and the others all have gluten ingredients, and I'm allergic to gluten, so I can't drink those, unfortunately. I really would like to try Sugar Cookie Sleigh Ride, but I have Candy Cane Lane, and this is seriously so delicious. And it's a perfect addition to a night going out looking at Christmas lights, or a night in cuddling up. Not only is it super delicious, but it's actually really beneficial because of the peppermint in it. So I have like a straight up peppermint tea somewhere over here, which I'll show you later, but it's kind of hard to get down it's not the best tasting in my opinion, just straight up like mint leaves. Some people like it, some people don't. With added ingredients like orange peel, roasted carob, roasted chicory, blackberry leaves, and milk thistle, which is really good for your liver and helping you excrete toxins from your body, it really gives you a much different taste than just a plain peppermint tea. So they have just like a peppermint tea that's red and it looks like this, but I honestly suggest getting the Candy Cane Lane because it just tastes so much better in my opinion. I don't know. And like the milk thistle really gives it that creamy taste that you need for it to kind of resemble a candy cane. So this tea by Yogi, the skin detox tea, actually contains caffeine. So it's a green tea, and green tea is below black teas on the caffeine count scale, and black teas are below coffee, just to give you an idea of where this stands. So it's not the most caffeinated, but it's definitely caffeinated, and it's a pretty strong kind of thing for me. So I'll only drink this in the mornings, and I won't drink it anywhere close to like bedtime or afternoon. Or if I have to be up. But if I'm feeling like already jittery or anxious that day, I'll skip it completely. I don't drink this like that often. I would say probably once a month or a little bit more. It's just really good when your skin's kind of freaking out, which mine is right now. It's at first the taste was just like absolutely disgusting to me. I was like gagging, but then once I kind of mentally prepared myself for drinking it each time and kind of thought like what I'm tasting is the hibiscus leaves mostly, and just kind of pictured it as being a hibiscus like berry florally tea, it's not so bad. I think that if you have trouble drinking it, then maybe you should drink it iced first. That's what I did, and then move on to drinking it hot because the taste of it just works better iced, in my opinion. And it also, what influences the flavor a little bit is it has stevia in it. And if you've never had stevia, try it because it's a very interesting flavor. Like, it's just like a natural sweetener, but a lot of people, it takes them a little bit to like get used to. It certainly takes me a little bit to get used to. So it has like a funny taste, but you get used to it. But the main thing is the green tea contains antioxidants, so that's why they have the green tea in there. Then it has a blend of herbs that are essential for glowy, clear skin, including herbs such as hibiscus and rose petals, which are used in Ayurveda to cool and soothe the skin. Along with those herbs, it also contains yellow dock, red clover, and burdock. Those herbs are traditionally used to support the liver and promote cleansing. The more toxins that your liver can rid your body of, the healthier your skin will be. One less important ingredient in this tea is the dandelion root, and that is very, very good for helping clear up acne. Speaking of dandelion, I will move on to my herbal teas, tisanes, and teas that are without caffeine naturally. They don't come from the Camellia sinensis leaf at all. So first up, I will show you my traditional medicinals organic roasted dandelion root tea. This is just pure dandelion root, and that's the only ingredient, so it's a very yummy roasted taste, but I will tell you that it can easily become really bitter if you let it steep too long, so I always add honey to this when I make it. And it's certainly interesting to think that you are consuming that little weed that you probably picked out of the ground when you were little, or at least I did. When I was little, we would just grab the little dandelions out of the ground, the flowers, and if you held it under somebody else's chin, like hold it under my friend's chin, and a little shadow of yellow appeared, that was supposed to mean that you liked butter. I don't know, we were probably confusing it with some other flower or plant like buttercup or something, but give this video a thumbs up if you also did something similar like that when you were little. But it's interesting to be able to drink that and to know that it has so many skin and body benefits. But dandelion root has tons of benefits. It helps assist in a healthy digestion process as well as a healthy liver function. Again, another tea that helps expel toxins from your body. There's a little trend going here. Tea is good for you. And when you eliminate these toxins from your body, it really helps your skin clear up, it helps your skin glow better, and just makes you feel better overall as a whole. Another interesting fact about dandelion root is its role in aiding digestion is that it helps break down fats and eliminate waste from the body better. So this is great if you are kind of dieting. It helps you maintain a healthy weight. And I really like this tea because it is certified organic and non-GMO, and it doesn't have any kind of flavorings that are hidden behind the label, natural flavors or no soy or anything like that. Next up is the licorice spice tea from Stash. Now, I originally picked this tea up when I was sick because licorice root is supposed to help you stop coughing so much when you have like a really bad cough. So I was drinking it for that. But it's also really yummy to drink during this time of year just because this one is licorice spice, and the spices are great for helping warm you up during the cold season. Licorice root is actually sweeter than sugarcane, so I never put any kind of like honey or any kind of sweetener in this. I just drink this straight up, and I think that that is the best way to drink this kind of tea. But I also use this tea for stomach aches because licorice is really great for soothing a stomach ache. And if I have heartburn, this is the first tea that I go to, and I combine it with slippery elm bark and marshmallow root, or sometimes just one, slippery almond the tea, or just marshmallow root and the licorice tea. But this kills it. It just demolishes the heartburn like immediately, like better than any kind of Tums or anything like that. So this is what I first reach for when I have like a acid reflux or heartburn, ate something too spicy, something like that. Of course, it's mostly licorice in this tea, but it also contains the spices, which are Chinese star anise, sarsaparilla, and then it has a couple oils, which is like orange oil, cinnamon oil, clove bud oil, and cardamom oil. So it's a very great tea for this time of year, in my opinion. And also a tip, when I have a toothache, I will put a wet tea bag of these on it because of the clove bud oil in it, which is known for helping relieve a toothache. So if you just wet this tea bag and put it on the aching tooth, it could help you relieve some tooth pain. So I have the traditional medicinals Echinacea Plus tea. So this is a very plain herbal taste, but it pairs really well with honey, and it contains alkalamides, which are responsible for stimulating the immune system. That is how echinacea works. And it just contains 3 different types of echinacea and just added West Indian lemongrass and spearmint leaf for the flavor. So this is definitely a staple tea in my house during the cold and flu season. This is why I think it says seasonal teas, because I think they put it out during the season just to help fire up your immune system. They say you've discovered a really good echinacea tea when your tongue will tingle in the beginning when you start to drink it, so I definitely think this is a good echinacea tea, and I would highly recommend it. And following up with the tingling, I have the Tazo Sweet Cinnamon Spice Tea, and this tea is completely herbal and completely delicious. There's a very, very sweet natural taste to it, so I don't add any sweetener to it. It really doesn't need any, but I will say that it pairs really well with the milk of your choice as a really delicious dessert tea. My favorite thing about this tea has to be that it contains almond extract, which is amazing. I'm a big almond lover. I just love almonds. So if something contains almond extract and gives it a little bit of a nutty flavor, I think that's a big plus. Following that is my favorite bedtime tea, and this is the Sleepy Time Vanilla Tea by Celestial Seasonings. And Celestial Seasonings has a regular Sleepy Time tea, but I get the vanilla one because I really, really like the way that it tastes. It has a very smooth vanilla note to it, which is really, really good. So I have issues with like medicines that are supposed to help you become sleepy. Even some natural supplements have been way too heavy for me. I am so sensitive. I swear I have like the body of like a 6-year-old. But this is the perfect match for me, in my opinion. It gives you just like the right amount of sleepiness where you can relax and fall asleep. It works every time for me. And it does that without making me feel really drowsy, out of it, no strange feelings, nothing like that. And I wake up the next morning feeling refreshed and totally fine. I don't wake up feeling even worse than I did the last night, or like I get hit by a truck as if I like took NyQuil or something like that. So I really recommend just sleepy time teas for the use of falling asleep or insomnia or anything like that. I am always advocating that to everybody. It's a great natural cure for being up at night and wanting to fall asleep. The sleepy power comes from the chamomile and the tilia flowers, and these are very like calming, sleep-inducing herbs, so they work in a very gentle way. Okay, another herbal tea. This one is definitely not my favorite. I really wanted to like this so bad. This is the Trader Joe's Harvest Blend Herbal Tea. And it looked so delicious. And I don't know why, but it tastes so ridiculously strong that it's just absolutely disgusting to me. And it's just such a cute packaging with a little fox. Like, look at it. It's so cute. I want to love it. But it contains cinnamon, ginger, hibiscus, chamomile, roasted chicory, orange peel, and apple flavor. But mainly, this just tastes like I'm sucking on like apple spices. Like, it's just so appley and cinnamony that I can't even taste anything else. Oh, look at the cute owl. I just love Trader Joe's packaging sometimes. They're just wonderful. But it is just so strong. My boyfriend even said that it smelled like alcohol. Like, when I was drinking, he's like, "Are you drinking alcohol?" Because I don't drink. But it's a tea, and it's just, I don't know why. But I have it. This is part of my collection, and I want to like it. I even tried, like, literally just dipping it. Like, not even steeping it, just dipping it in there and then drinking it. It's still ridiculously strong. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's still in Trader Joe's right now, so I don't know if you can pick it up, but it might be on Amazon, or someone might have bought it and they're selling it now. So see if you can find it online or in stores. I'm pretty sure they just have a winter one out now, but they could still have some left over. So if you are interested in giving it a shot, then keep your eyes peeled. I'm almost done with the herbal teas, I promise. But this is another traditional medicinals tea. And boys, you might want to close your ears for this one because it's a woman's tea. It is the female toner tea. This is from like the woman's line. They also have like a menopause tea, a PMS tea, some others, I'm not sure, but this is the one that I have gotten twice so far. I really like this one. The herbs seem to really work for me. It helps you keep a healthy menstrual cycle, and it also helps with cramps because it contains chamomile, which helps relax your muscles and eases muscle cramping. And also it has cramp bark. The taste of this is purely herbal with a bit of citrus and a bit of spearmint with the rose hips that provide a bit of sweetness. It also has like 13 other herbs in it, so pick up a box if you're at your local Wild by Nature or Whole Foods, or you see it in a store, see it online, check out the label. Like, it has so many great herbs that assist in that time of the month. So I obviously try a lot of teas, but I'm not gonna like every single one of them. And this tea, by far, has got to be the worst tea that I've ever tasted in my history of tea tasting. This is the Bigelow Chamomile Mango Tea. It's disgusting. This tea tastes like straight up medicine, like medicine that you would throw a fit to your parents about taking when you were little. Like, disgusting, disgusting. It tastes purely artificial. Maybe this is just my taste buds, so I'm kind of waiting for someone to come along and be a fan of it so I can just get this off of my hands and give it to them. But just not a fan of this tea. Not a fan. I really wanted to like it too. And this is my last herbal tea, ending it on a somewhat good note. I have the Puka 3 Mint Tea, and this is the mostly peppermint tea that I was talking about earlier. And this is organic peppermint, spearmint, and field mint. And it's kind of my tea that I use to soothe digestion. I don't really drink this for the taste. Maybe in the summertime I'll combine this with another tea just because it has a great minty taste, which goes really well iced. If you have another flavor kind of mixed in, or maybe some lemon juice, in my opinion. So, I mean, there's not much to say about it. It's just a great mint tea. It's organic, and I am a pretty good fan of it. So, yeah. I also have one specifically for iced tea kind of tea. This is the Tazo Iced Green Tea. It comes in a huge, huge filter bag. I'll show you. I think I have one left. Yeah, I have one left. It comes in a huge filter bag. It's meant to be brewed in, like, you know, a pitcher of iced tea. So what I will do with this is I'll get like the passion tea, or I'll get like a lemonade, and I will make the green tea and I'll mix it with that and kind of make my own passion tea, lemonade or passion green tea or lemonade green tea combination in the summertime, and it's really great. The only problem is it's caffeinated, so I have to really watch my intake on it. But I have always loved the Tazo green teas because they contain lemon verbena leaves, spearmint, and lemongrass, and they also have like lemon essential oil, which gives it a nice, already kind of like a lemony, like lemonade green tea taste to it. I love Tazo's green teas. I really wish I could drink them more often. So those are all of my box teas, and then I'm not done yet. I have this little cute tin. It seals tight so I can keep the tea fresh, but I have like a couple loose ones. Oops, what the heck? I don't know. I have a couple loose ones in here, and this is the Hardy & Sons pumpkin spice tea. I decided to empty the pumpkin and spice tea by Hardy & Sons out so I can use the tin for makeup brushes. But the only problem with this tea, I mean, it's a delicious pumpkin spice tea. It's all herbal, so it contains no caffeine naturally. But the little, like, particles, I think they're coming out on me right now. Little particles come out in your like tea when you're drinking it. So I always have to steep it with a tea infuser with like really small little strainer holes so none of the particles get out into your tea, because it's really not the best tasting thing when you're like sipping your tea and it's like on your tongue, all the little pieces. What else do I have in here? Oh, I have some leftover Tazo Scarlet Citrus Rooibos tea, and this is like mainly a summer tea for me. It's a really great iced summer tea because it's a rooibos tea, which is African red bush. And it just has like the hibiscus flowers, which give it that citrusy, tangy taste. It also has like lemon verbena, orange peel, rosemary, lemon balm, citric acid in it, which gives it that very citrusy taste. So I really like this one. If you didn't know, the rooibos is an African red bush plant, which naturally is caffeine free, and I really love red teas. Big fan of it. And I have a few just like random stranded tea bags. Like this is a mystery tea. I have no idea what this is. I don't know what it smells like. Maybe some kind of chai, I don't know. But mostly these, they're just in here for storage purposes, and these are the ones that I usually share with others because I can't drink the black teas. This is the Archer Farms Organic Chai Black Tea, and you can get this at Target, I'm pretty sure still. This was given to me as a gift, but unfortunately I can't drink it. But this is, it smells delicious, and everyone that I let try this tea, that come over to my house, they love this tea. I can see this chai tea being so well with like milk, and especially for this time of the year, just making like a chai latte kind of thing out of it. And then I have like these little samples from the Republic of Tea, which are both black teas, the Cranberry Blood Orange and the Republic Chai Black Tea. These I'm just waiting to make for someone. I wish I could try them. They look so good, but I would be off the walls and I would be shaking and then I would regret it. So that will go rest nicely in there for now. And I think that's it. So I hope you enjoyed hearing about each of my teas. That was my whole collection so far. It was more than I thought it would be, to be honest. But I want to know about your favorite types of teas. So let me know in the comments below here on YouTube, and we can kind of share with each other. Everybody can get ideas from each other. I always like learning about teas. So, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in my next video. That's the last day, right? Make it look perfect. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's the ticket. Hello? Oh god. My bobby pin is like falling out of my hair. And also I think that it influenced the taste a little bit by having stevia. Kim! What? Because it's just, I just like... Psst. Press the like button and subscribe if you want to see more videos. Also, check out my previous videos over there.